Hey there, welcome back to the Bear Farmer YouTube channel. I'm really sorry I haven't been making a lot of content lately, and the reason is I'm moving. And that whole process takes a lot of my time. Packing boxes, moving things around, it is just a hassle. But the nice thing about moving is I have a bigger yard. And I have a yard that I'm allowed to have a garden in, and we're gonna be planting a lot of things outdoors as well as indoors. So the channel will be split a little bit more between growing things indoors versus growing things outdoors, especially for those of us that live in the northern states or the northern Midwest, that our growing seasons are quite different than those who live in southern planting zones where you can grow things almost year round. Up here, we don't really have that experience, which is why I like to focus on the indoor growing side of things. And as you can see behind me, there are a lot of things that I'm growing indoors. The banana trees are doing great. The avocados are actually doing fairly well. And instead of just listening to me sit here and yak at you, I can actually show you some of the things that are doing really well. Let's take a look. So, a few weeks ago, if you remember right, we planted things in our indoor garden bed here, and as you can tell, they are doing fairly well. And basil over there in the corner has just now started to sprout a little bit, but our beans here, as you can tell, are doing really nicely. And actually, you can see here, we actually have some beans on them, so they are growing very well inside, doing rather well indeed. This here is cauliflower. It has done very well and is getting to the point where it's actually starting to develop a stalk and some good sized leaves. The radishes, or beets here, actually they're beets, not radishes, my bad, are doing really well. Got some good leaves going there. And they'll actually start putting out some bulbs here in just a little while if they make it through the move. The onions here are finally starting to develop some stalks, looking really good. Carrots, they do carrot things. The cucumbers back there, looking good, putting some leaves out, getting some vines, and actually starting to expand quite a bit. So I'm kind of happy about that. We'll need to put them on a trellis when I get to the new house. And the cilantro here is actually looking really well as well. Moving along, the aloe is looking really good. That, I don't know what's going on with that elderberry bush. When we get to the new place in the spring, I'm probably just going to stick it in the ground because it is cold hardy and it will do fine, but I don't really know what is going on with that. It looks like it's getting a nutrient deficiency of some sort, or the roots just really aren't doing well. Not really sure. Gonna have to figure that one out. First time growing elderberries. The strawberries are coming along. As you can see, we've got a couple of plants that have sprouted and they're looking really good. Looking forward to having them just do their thing and being able to replicate and clone them. Tomato here is a beefsteak, looking really good. As you can tell, it is growing out very well, looking really good. This guy here is a bean plant. I'm not really sure what exactly is going on with this, but it has some weird coloration issues. If you know what that is, let me know, because I have no idea what's going on with that, but it is looking all kinds of rough. Peppers, these are hydroponically grown peppers. I actually killed the snap peas because the water level got too low and they couldn't drink anymore, so they just shriveled up and died. But the peppers here are looking really good and they are doing things. And of course, our Brussels sprouts are just doing amazing. You can see here along the plant, we actually have some sprouts growing in between the leaves there, and this one actually is a little bit more developed, and you can see inside of there's actually some sprouts starting, so it looks like we're gonna actually get a decent harvest off of those. For the banana trees, we got all kinds of suckers coming off the bottom of there, and they are just doing fantastic. Lots of green, lots of leaves, and as you can see here, we do actually have some new growth coming off of the avocado tree. There's some more buds coming in down here where there's going to be a new stalk forming, and I'm super excited about that. It didn't die. I'm very excited. And of course, our potatoes are just blowing up. Some of them are stalky and they're just falling over. And they've got a little bit of blight and some weirdness going on with them. I'm not sure what causes that entirely, but you can see that their leaves are just bumpy and yellow, and I'm not sure exactly what's causing that. I'm trying to do a little bit more research and figure it out, but it doesn't seem to be affecting their ability to grow. But I'm going to do some more research into that, and we'll find out together exactly what's causing that. And of course, the kale plant that never quits. This thing just keeps going and going and going, and I'm not exactly sure when it's going to stop, but it just keeps going. I keep cutting leaves off of it and eating it, and it just keeps going. So if you know the answers to any of these questions of what's causing that blight or what's causing that, let me know, because I would be very intrigued to find out. So that is what I've got for you today. As soon as I get to the new property and get things set up, should be about a week or so, maybe a little longer, I'll have another video for you, and I'll kind of give you a walk around of the grounds of our new property and see what's going on over there. Until next time, keep doing stuff, and God bless.